Happy Easter. We've walked through an entire week of doors. A door blocked by religion, a door stood at but never entered, a door closed by betrayal, a door marked with blood, a door torn from top to bottom, a door sealed with a Roman stamp and guarded by soldiers. And today, the door they couldn't shut. John chapter 20, verse 19. Easter Sunday evening. The disciples are gathered together in a room, and the doors are locked. John is quite specific about that. Locked. And the reason they're locked is fear. Fear of the authorities. Fear of what might happen next. Fear that what happened to Jesus might just happen to them. And then Jesus is simply there, standing among them. He didn't knock at the door. He didn't ask them to open up. He didn't wait outside. The locked door wasn't an obstacle. The risen Christ walked straight through it. And the first thing he says to them is, "Peace be with you." Not, "Why did you lock the door?" Not, "Where's your faith?" But peace. He walks through the thing they were hiding behind, and the first word out of his mouth is peace. Here's the passage I want to anchor Easter Sunday in today. Not Isaiah chapter 53, as magnificent as that is. You've probably heard it many times. This is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 19. And it's equally powerful, far less often preached, but it stops me every time I read it. But those who die in the Lord will live. Their bodies will rise again. Those who sleep in the earth will rise up and sing for joy. For your life-giving light will fall like dew on your people in the place of the dead. Life-giving light, falling like dew in the place of the dead. That's resurrection. That is Easter Sunday morning. Written 7 centuries before it happened. The grave was never the end of the story. God had been saying so all along. Now, here's the detail that I think is one of the most beautiful pieces of theology in the entire Bible, and it's hiding in plain sight. Mary Magdalene is at the tomb early on Sunday morning. She's weeping. She turns around and she sees Jesus standing there, but she doesn't recognize him, and she assumes he's the gardener. Now, most people read that as a simple case of mistaken identity, grief blurring her vision, tears in her eyes. But John is one of the most careful, deliberate writers in the New Testament. He doesn't include details by accident. He wants you to notice this. The last time a man and a woman stood together in a garden, everything went wrong. The door was shut, and they were driven out into a world of pain and death. That was Genesis chapter 3. That was the original closed door. Now here, in this garden, on this morning, the new Adam stands before a weeping woman, and he opens the door again. Easter Sunday isn't just a miracle, it's the reversal of Eden. Everything that was lost is being reclaimed. And then there's Revelation chapter 1, verse 18, the risen Christ speaking. "I am the living one. I died, but look, I am alive forever and ever, and I hold the keys of death and the grave." He holds the keys. Every door that death ever locked, he holds the keys. No tomb, no fear, no failure, no past, none of it has the final say. So here's the Easter question, not a difficult one, just an honest one. What locked room are you in right now? What fear? What grief? What past failure have you locked the door on, hoping that if you stay very still, it won't find you? Because the risen Christ doesn't stand outside locked doors and wait politely. He walks through them. He comes to where you are, and the first thing he says to you is peace.
You don't have to be religious to find this useful. If you're asking the big questions about meaning, purpose, how to live well, this channel is for you. Every day I post a short, honest devotional from the Bible. Nothing preachy, nothing complicated. Just real talk about real life with a bit of hope thrown in. subscribe, and let's figure it out together.
You don't have to get yourself sorted before he arrives. You don't have to unlock the door first. He's already there. And remember this, the stone at the tomb wasn't rolled away to let Jesus out. He walked through locked doors. He didn't need it moved. The stone was rolled away to let us in, so that we could see the evidence, so that we could know without any doubt that the door is open. It is open. He is risen, and nothing can shut it. Now, this series ends here, but your journey doesn't. Over the coming days, I'd love you to sit with one question. Which of these 7 doors has spoken to you most this week? The blocked door? The threshold you're standing at? The sealed situation in your life? Because the resurrection doesn't just happen once in a garden 2,000 years ago. It happens in real lives, real fears, and real locked rooms, including yours. So keep listening, keep reading, keep praying, keep walking through the open door. And I'll see you in the next devotional.